What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode on the channel. Tonight we are covering a brand new stock which we have not talked about before. That is Snapchat stock. I'm going to be going over what the company does, why the company might be a great buy right now, and basically what you should know about the company if you are looking to invest in it, and why the stock could potentially rocket in the future. We've got a lot to share in tonight's video, so I recommend that you watch all the way through till the end. And whilst you're here, please do press the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. If you could press that red little subscribe button, also press the like button, and also share this one with any of your friends and family, colleagues, whatever, who might be interested in investing, because the more people who this video reaches and who press a like and subscribe, the more people I can help, because it means that YouTube will recommend my content more. Whilst we're here, just before we do start talking about the stock, two other things is one, we now have our own Discord server. So if you know what Discord is, there will be a link to that in the comment section or the description. And of course, this is a group where we are going to be talking about stocks. A lot of you guys have been trying to get into contact with me in the comments, and honestly, it's kind of inconvenient and slow because I'm not necessarily always online. With a discussion group on Discord, things are a lot easier. The last thing that I need to talk about before we get into this, now this is imperative and crucial, that is the fact that I am no stock analyst and I am no financial advisor. I am just somebody on the internet with an opinion. You guys probably already know that, but I need to state that just before we do begin. So let's have a quick look at the price action of Snapchat stock. Now this is what has really made me want to buy this stock and also want to make a video on the stock recently. So just a few months ago I was looking to buy into Snapchat stock. We were looking at prices of around $10. Currently we're up to $26. So let's just have a quick look out to the year, I believe it was. Let's have a look to 5 year actually. So looking at the 5 year, we can see Snap really has been one of those companies which has not been doing too much until around 2019. Obviously, mid 2020, early 2020, if you will, we saw the sell off as we did with all stocks on the market. But ever since then, Snapchat stock has been going up all the way since, and it's not really stopped, to be honest. I mean, we have seen a little bit of a dip right here where I'm going to highlight on the screen, but ever since then, we have been on the way up. This is a strong sign, in my opinion. I talk about this with Workhorse, I talk about this with Helion, and some other stocks. When the market is going down and a stock is going up by itself, this shows to me a strength symbol, because it shows two things in my opinion, and that is one, the stock is outperforming the market, or two, the market is basically underperforming the stock, if that makes any sense. So it's a case of the stock will catch up to the market, or the market will catch up to the stock, and we could argue that Snap is ahead of the market in this instance. I mean, that I made that sound a little bit weird, but you know, I hope that you understand. So looking at some other technology stocks, just before we have a look into 5-day and whatnot, let's have a look at the price of Pinterest stock and Facebook stock. As you know, these are two kind of social media platforms alike, similar to Snapchat, similar business model, and we can see Pinterest stock is worth $43.82, and if we just have a quick look at Facebook stock will be worth around $260. Now, of course, Snap does have potential to go up even higher, to even $50 in my opinion as well, maybe even higher than that, because I think that Snapchat has some features that the other platforms don't necessarily have. So we're not going to spend too much time analysing Facebook and Pinterest stock, but we're just going to be looking at Snapchat over the past few days. So of course we are actually on a dip for Snapchat right now on the past 1 day, but looking out to the 5-day, we are still quite in the green. One could ask themselves, is this a good time to actually buy the dip on Snapchat? I'm going to be helping you to answer that question. Like I said, I am no stock analyst, I'm just somebody with an opinion, but yeah, let's just have a look at Snapchat's business model first. So what does Snapchat do? Snapchat is a social media platform. It's basically a way for people to send pictures to each other, kind of. I mean, you can actually send messages as well, but fundamentally when it started in around 2013, I believe it was, the whole idea was that you can send a snap to somebody, send some writing on the snap, and once they press off that snap is gone forever technically. I mean, Snapchat probably still have access to it, but you know, nobody else has access to it. And there is a lot of users of Snapchat. I have actually forgot to bring up the portion of people using Snapchat. I'm very sorry for that. I'm sure it'd only take 2 seconds to Google, but I want to make this video as short as possible. But one thing which I need to add for this is a lot more people coming onto the internet. I believe it is Snapchat, which also has over 1 billion users. We have, I think it's over 7 billion people on the earth. Countries like India are coming online, and of course they have over 1 billion people in their country, and what this means is a lot more people are getting access to the internet, and of course with more access to the internet, more users for Facebook, more users for Snapchat, more users for all social media platforms, really. I mean, look at the YouTube channel T-Series. It was an Indian YouTube channel, and that has quickly gone from being quite low in subscriber count to being the largest subscriber count, on the planet. And that just shows, that's just one example, and that's an Indian YouTube channel, by the way. And that just shows the power that these countries have, because as a lot of places like India and Africa get Wi-Fi, there is a lot of users which are coming online. This means more money for Snapchat. But just before we talk about that, how does Snapchat actually make its money? So, in my opinion, this is similar to Facebook, Instagram, in the way that Snapchat makes money by working with partnerships and advertisers and big brands and selling instructive ads, I believe that was. Although Snap's stock performance is pretty deplorable. The company has almost reached 1 billion in revenue in 2017, still not enough to wow its investors. Obviously, you guys already know that 1 billion in a company is not necessarily a large amount of money. But Snapchat's earnings are currently up at the minute. So if we just have a quick look at Snap's earnings for the past months, we have up to July so far, I believe it is. And we can see Snapchat's earnings are up to 17%, sorry, in the past few months. Previous month before that, we were up 44%, and the month before that, well, actually, the period before that, let's call it the quarter before that, 43%. I believe Snapchat could potentially go up in the future due to the reasons which I have just stated of more people coming online, and I personally think this could potentially be an undervalued stock at the minute. Like I said, I was looking to get in around $10, and I think that really was an undervalued point. I don't know where I've clicked off to. But yeah, I think that was really an undervalued point for Snapchat. And now I'm still asking myself, is this still an undervalued stock? Anyway, you guys tell me what you think down in the comment section. Do you think that Snapchat is undervalued? And if you do, please do leave a comment. Also, feel free to leave some information on the Discord server. Of course, I'll link that in the description and the comments. I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for the view. See you then. Goodbye.